Hey guys, how is everyone today? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's look is just on the eyes. It was quite quick to achieve, so I think everyone should hopefully be able to follow along with this. Even if you are new to makeup, this is quite a good, easy way to ease yourself into a bit of colour. So today, the main focus was to try out the P.Louise X MMMmitchell Acid Rain paints. So I've bought 3 and I've actually used 3. I've used this shade, which is a blue shade called NITRO, this shade, which is a lilac shade called IBIZA, and then I've used this shade, which is a hot pink called RAVER, and they all work very well together colour-wise. So yeah, if you would like to see how to achieve this colourful eyeshadow look, then keep on watching. P.S. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, which I will leave on screen down below. Oh, another P.S. Also turn on the notification bell so then you'll never miss a tutorial or a review. So the first product I'm going to be going in with is the P.Louise X MMMmitchell Acid Rain paint in the shade IBIZA, and I'm going to be using the P.Louise X MMMmitchell Acid Rain yellow brush. It doesn't have a number on or anything, so yeah, it's just the yellow brush from that collection. So these paints don't actually need setting, but I'm just going to set them anyway. I'm using them because I found them to be quite quick in getting a wash of colour all over the eye. Literally just packing this paint on the inner corner and outer corner, and I'm taking this above my own crease. And then now I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Jeffree Star JS6 brush, and I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Therapy Sesh just to set this IBIZA paint on the eye. But before I do that, I'm actually going to blend out the edges with a clean brush. So this is just a Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going to be blending these edges. So I'm joining them at the top. And then, like I said, I'm going to be going in with the shade Therapy Sesh from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. Actually, I'm going to change that brush, sorry. I'm actually going to be using the Morphe Jeffree Star JS11 brush because it's just a bit flatter, which does a better job for packing on eyeshadow, as you'll see. So you're just seeing how much more pigmented that went on rather than using a fluffy brush. So yeah, I'm just going to be packing this onto the places where I put that paint. And this is such an easy eye look, it's so beginner friendly. Doesn't take a lot at all to blend or make it look stand out. So I'm going to be going back in with the brush that I was originally going to use. So this one is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS6 brush, and I'm just going to be making sure that there's no harsh lines. So I'm just going to be dusting over these edges very lightly. So as you can see, that didn't take a lot, just to get a wash of colour all over the eye and then to set it, which is relatively easy. So now I'm going to be going back in with the clean brush, which is the Morphe M441, and I'm just going to be blending over. So blending the IBIZA paint up to the actual brow bone, and just making sure that there's no harsh edges where I put the shade Therapy Sesh. And it's just really about looking at the eye. Obviously, if there is anywhere that you can see, you know, any harsh lines, then just work on blending away by using circular motions like this, or even just windscreen wiper motions. But make sure you're going very gently because that is the key to actually getting a good blend. So I'm just going to go back in now with a little bit more of the shade Therapy Sesh, because on this eye you can see it's quite, on this side of the eye, sorry, you can see it's got quite a bit of colour, but here a little bit is faded. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more to the inner corner. And I'm just going to blend that again. So I'm leaving a blank space in the middle because I'm going to be putting another P.Louise X MMMmitchell Acid Rain paint, and this time this is in the shade RAVER, which is just like a hot pink colour. So this colour, this is going to go in the middle of the eye, and I'm just going to be using, I'm not sure what brush this is to be honest, but it's just a synthetic flat brush. Getting a little bit off the palette. And I'm putting it on a palette because, obviously for convenience, it's better to have this on a palette than all over your hands, for hygiene as well. But also because using products like this on a palette will not soak up your product, so it will save on waste. So I'm just going to be putting this in the blank space that I've left in the middle of the eye. And then I'm just going to be taking my ring finger just to make sure that this product has been spread out a little bit. I don't want a harsh line in the middle. I just want it to be somewhere roughly in the middle, but make sure that I've pressed this into the eye. I'm just going to go back in now with my clean brush, because as you can see here, my finger's it's taken the pink a little bit too high. So I'm just going to clean brush, and look how easy that was to just blend that away. So mistakes happen, but obviously it's how we react to them that makes all the difference. So don't panic if you make a mistake, just obviously do your best to fix it and keep it moving. So now I'm going to be going in with a pigment from the brand Peaches and Cream. So this is in the shade Fantasy. So it's this shimmery pigment, as you can see here. Now, when you apply this over the P.Louise paint in RAVER, it goes like a more lilac-y colour, but over other pigments it goes more pink. So that's the beauty of it really. Depending on which colour you place underneath it, it sort of affects what the colour of the pigment will be. So I'm just going in now with a Morphe M433, which was the clean brush, and I'm just going to be packing this on top of that pink shade. And because the paints are like a cream product, obviously the centre of the eye is now tacky, so the pigment will stick to it. Now I'm going to be taking the shade IBIZA, which is the lilac shade, and I'm just going to be placing this in the waterline. And to do this, I'm using a RAVER 317 wing liner brush. Can I just add as well that red or pink eyeshadows always stain the skin. So here, when I do clean my face later, this is probably going to be quite stained, and maybe even some of the eyelid as well. So I'm just placing this shade on the inner corner of the waterline and the outer corner of the waterline. And that's because I'm trying to do a spotlight effect and mimic what I've done on the top of the eyelid on the bottom. So I'm just going to take this brush and go into the shade RAVER, which is the pink shade. And I'm just going to be placing this in the centre of the eye. And then now what I'm going to be doing is just taking the Morphe Jeffree Star JS13 brush and taking the shade Therapy Sesh, just where I've put the RAVER, no not RAVER, sorry, just where I've put the IBIZA paint, which is the lilac one. So I'm just setting that paint now. And then I'm going to be going in now with the RAVER 230 Luxe Pencil brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Lolly Mama from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm going to be taking this shade, and I found that it actually matches the RAVER paint very well, as in it's a very, very similar colour. It doesn't change the colour of the P.Louise Mitchell paint. I'm just going to be placing that in the centre. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the NYX matte liquid liner. I'm just going to be putting this on the top lash line, and this is just a really good thing to do if you want to actually hide your lash bands. Like, these lashes are very thick, big and fluttery and dramatic, so obviously sometimes you can see the join where the lashes join to your own lashes. So obviously to avoid that, you can do things like just put a little bit of eyeliner down. So I'm just going to be taking now a little Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to be using the black shade, which is called Temptress from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to be setting this eyeliner. Even though it dries matte, I think just placing a bit of black eyeshadow on top just like makes the pigment a little bit more intense, and then at least you know it won't crack or move anywhere. So this is just like an extra step that it is optional, but I just prefer to do it. I think it makes the makeup look better overall. I'm just going to be, it's just an angled brush, and I'm just going to be pressing this on top of where I put that liner. So yeah, I'm just going to be pressing this over. I'm just stopping it where my actual eyelashes end. So I'm just going to be applying some mascara, adding lashes, and then I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'm going to check back in. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara, which is my favourite mascara ever. So one thing that I did do to the other eye was add a bit of the P.Louise paint in the shade Nitro, which is the blue shade. So I added a little bit of this just to the inner corner. And I'm just gonna press, actually I'm gonna use a brush to press this in. So I'm just gonna take the Morphe Jeffree Star JS10 brush. I'm just gonna press this in. And then I'm gonna be going over that with the Peaches and Creams pigment in the shade Mermaids. So to place that on top, I'm going to be going in with the RAVER 226 smudger brush. How bright is that? And yeah, I'm going to be applying lashes and doing the rest of the makeup off camera, and then I will return. So I just actually wanted to talk about these products. So obviously, as you know, I've used all 3 paints in this tutorial, and I actually would recommend these paints to anyone, makeup artists and just makeup lovers alike, because they've made this eyeshadow look so easy. Like, as you see, and to get a wash of colour, I just use IBIZA all over the lid, and it really does blend so easy. I might not have mentioned this in the tutorial, but I will mention it now in case I did forget. So these paints don't actually need setting, because they dry down in 60 seconds, I think. They don't actually need setting, so that's obviously a bonus, and that was the main reason why I actually wanted to purchase these products, because you don't actually need to set them with eyeshadow. However, I did, and they still work quite as well, in my opinion. Also, another thing I noticed is that these paints don't actually crease. So normally with a cream product or a liquid product, normally when you sit, like, you know, I patted it down onto the eye, and even while I was just letting it, you know, dry down before applying eyeshadow on top, I did not notice any creaking. I did not notice any cracking or anything like that. So that's another bonus for these. You don't need to set them, and also when you don't set them, they don't cake or crack. So that's something that I haven't found in other products. Other products that I've used in the past, like coloured liners, they always crack, and it's just such a shame. But yeah, these products definitely change the game. But yeah, I definitely recommend them. They're so easy to work with. Even as like an eyeliner, they're actually a lot easier than your typical liquid eyeliner or even your gel eyeliner. These just blend, they're just so fluid, they don't drag across the eye. And also, I have tested these out before, and they're so easy to wipe off the eye. They're so easy to actually remove from the skin. So yes, I would definitely recommend these paints. I will leave the price on screen somewhere, because I've actually forgot off the top of my head how much they are. You get a lot in this product because, well, it's a small, you know, it looks like a small little package, but the actual consistency, it's so thick. Like, look how thick that is. So you'd only need literally a little bit. I put some out onto a palette, as I explained, and even that was just far too much on the palette. A little bit goes a long way with these. I feel like they do cut down the time that it takes, the time basically that it would have taken me to blend up a nice lilac all over the eyes. This done it in literally half the time. And obviously I did set it, but you didn't need to set it, so there's another bonus, another bit that saves time again, and even product, because you don't really need eyeshadow. Absolutely love them. I'm going to use them in more tutorials, and I'm going to keep playing around with them, and I'm going to try and do something even more creative the next time. This is the finished and completed look. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone learned something. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I've got a massive giveaway. It's an international giveaway as well, so anyone can enter. So it's just to help me reach my goal on YouTube, which is 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I've got more details on my Instagram, so follow me over there. Don't forget to subscribe, switch on the notification bell, and leave me a comment or any feedback. Thank you so much for watching.